Hey everybody, welcome back to 11's Dirt Life. Today I have a pretty exciting video. It's exciting for me at least. This is something, I'd say 90 to 95% of what I do on my Jeep is geared towards off-road related, right? So how can I make the Jeep perform the best off-road? So a lot of that goes into performance aspects of things, but it is always really nice to add something to the Jeep that is not necessarily performance related, but kind of a wow factor or a looks factor or, you know, a turn your head type of a factor. And that is definitely what we have here with the wrap. So this is a custom wrap. The guys over at Proline Wraps in Southern California did this for me. Andrew and his team knocked it out of the park, I would say. Home run, grand slam, whatever you want to call it. It exceeded my expectations tenfold in terms of what we talked about and then where we ended up with it. So if you're not familiar with Proline, they do wraps for any vehicle. You name it, they'll wrap it. They will wrap cars, side-by-sides, Jeeps. They actually have, which is cool, they have a lot of pre-made kits for Jeeps. So they have Jeeps that you could just go on their website, order, and buy a kit. It already has graphics. You can choose from different colors and go with a kit that looks legit, that you don't have to have any extra design time or money or anything that into it. If you also are like me and you want to custom make your Jeep one of a kind, super unique, they can design pretty much anything you want. I basically went to Andrew and told him color scheme, wanted to do some 11s, and he ran with it from there. We went with a lot of different aspects of it. We'll get some up close stuff in the wrap here in a minute, but just as far as the design process, it was super seamless. He took my idea and brought it to the next level. So really happy with how it turned out. And if you're not familiar with them, I would subscribe or check them out. Like I said, they have a ton of pre-made kits already ready to go for Jeeps, JTs, any side-by-side, anything like that. So let's get into the kind of the specifics of the wrap, kind of what the design process was, how it's laid on, and things like that. So as you can see, this is what they do, is it's called a half wrap. So you can see my hood isn't wrapped, my grille isn't wrapped, and anything above the window line is not wrapped. And from an aesthetic standpoint, I think it looks really cool because you still get to keep a lot of your paint. I really love the Stingray paint, so I still have a Jeep that has a lot of Stingray on it, which is really cool. And then from from the actually putting the wrap on and cost perspective, I think it helps cut that down a lot as well. So everything you can see is below, ends at the door line. You can see here a little bit up higher on the B-pillar because the standard stock door, the OEM door would be higher, so that would be flush with the OEM door right there. This is the Generate half door. I had him wrap both of my doors, so I've got the half doors and the full doors wrapped, and you can see all the lines are really nice and clean and go together. One of the really cool things I think you guys can see that stands out about the wrap is the ghosted in 11s. All of the 11s that are ghosted and flipped upside down, those are all Stingray. Those are almost identical paint match to my Stingray color, which is really cool because then now the side of the Jeep is become like a little bit of a lighter gray. So it almost gave me a different look all the way around for the Jeep. Ties in really nice. On the full door kits, they actually have the hinge covers, so my full doors have wrap over the hinges, so everything is super clean. It looks really good in my opinion just as it is, but adding that cover over the hinge is definitely a next level type of a setup. Everything is printed onto the wrap, so you can see nothing is after the fact. So the 11s is all of that is printed onto the wrap. They've got super high-end printer. Color scheme wise, they print natural true oranges, which is something I learned. A lot of the wrap companies don't have an actual orange print. They mix colors to get that print. So these guys are actually printing a true orange, so you can get whatever orange you want. What we wanted to do is get an orange that was very close to the seats. So I brought the wrap or the Jeep down to Andrew, and he took a look at the PRP seats, and we got an orange that was super close in resemblance to that color, almost identical match. So everything ties in together really nicely. Again, this was custom designed, but you can pick one of their pre-designed kits, or I mean, if you can dream it, I think they can make it happen. So let's go ahead and walk from front to back on the Jeep. So you can see the front of the Jeep itself isn't wrapped, which is cool. You get to keep that same factory paint, and then you get to the side and the front here, you'll see everything is the half hood or the quarter hood, and then we've got the orange stripes tied into it, which is really nice. We went ahead and added the Proline Wrap logo on here to support those guys. Andrew and the team over there is amazing. They had some really rad cars when I was there. I'm like super high-end celebrity cars in the shop when I was there, so that's kind of cool to see that sort of thing. And then we did the big 11s On the side here, obviously, with some ghosted in 11s all the way around. Got some cool stripes, almost like a racing stripe type deal. And then we went ahead and added all of these. Are all my partners, or some of my bigger partners that I've had partnerships with over the years through this build and other builds. On my last 2 Jeeps, I had my partners all ghosted in. So on my JK, I had black corners and I had black logos of all the partners. And on this Jeep, I actually had Stingray logos for all the partners ghosted in on the Jeep. But with the wrap, we wanted to be bold. We wanted to showcase these guys and let them know that we appreciate their support. So that was really cool. And then leaving this rear section black here, I can get one-off stickers printed and add as needed if I want to add anybody to the team or anyone else comes on board. So one other thing I don't have yet I want to show you guys, but this is something that I'm waiting on. Andrew had to scan these and send them to me, is they do covers for lights. So KC has a lot of different light covers. So I left Andrew my slim light. These are the new covers for the slim lights. I left him my black covers. So he scanned those in his machine and is going to send me custom wrap for those black covers. So I'll have something really cool, I'm sure. I don't even know what that looks like. And then they already have the Flex Era 4. So we'll have the Flex Era 4 custom cover on there as well. So those will be wrapped with a Proline wrap, probably fitting along with my theme here. So some orange and maybe some 11s and some black and gray in there or what have you. So really, really excited. This is the kind of stuff, like I said, that I don't always do. I try and keep the Jeep not super flashy. Obviously this is pretty flashy, but I kind of am at a point where I really want to enjoy it, and it's a real head turner. It was a head turner before, it was kind of a sleeper, and now this is next level. People are stopping me all the time to talk about the Jeep, even more so with the wrap. So if you're thinking about doing something like this, some of the benefits are protects the paint. I had some pretty good pinstripes under here already, so this actually will help protect that. One of the cool things about the way they do their wraps at Proline is if you mess up one panel, so I say, hey Andrew, I totally scraped my door's all messed up, they can reprint just that one panel for you, and you can rewrap just that one section. You're not having to redo the whole thing. So a really cool feature that they have there. So protects the paint, adds to the aesthetic of the Jeep, and I just overall would highly recommend it if you're considering it. Definitely something that would bring you to the next level. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I always love talking questions and answering questions, talking Jeep. Message me through Instagram or through YouTube or any of the other channels that you can get at me. And if you don't already, please follow Proline Wraps. Thank you.